I'm attending a wedding, so let's see how fat I can get in a single weekend. Friday evening after the wedding rehearsal is where it all begins at a supper club where I was sampling all the different breadsticks and crackers. But don't worry, I even got some veggies, and I don't know why there's a stick of butter here, but I ate some butter with my celery. And then it was time for our side salad, which was pretty tasty, I'm not gonna lie, some ranch and some French dressing. And someone at my table didn't show up, so I got their side salad as well. Polished them off and went right back to more crackers because my food still wasn't out. But there's my prime rib, which practically looks raw, but it came with this sauce that tasted like Arby's horsey sauce. It was so good, and a baked potato with some chives and sour cream. Always got to finish off with dessert, so I snagged one of these big cookies. This was all just a warm-up for the following day, which was the day of the wedding. Morning physique check, which drove me down to the hotel gym for a little workout before I tucked into the amazing hotel breakfast. I absolutely love hotel breakfast. Plate number 1 was pretty healthy with a ton of scrambled eggs, fried potatoes, a muffin, orange juice, and 3 yogurts. I couldn't decide if I wanted strawberry, blueberry, or raspberry, so I got all 3 and taste tested them all. Strawberry's always the best. Then I went up for a bowl of cereal where I got Cocoa Puffs, which I don't think I've ever had before. And they were quite solid indeed. I absolutely love cereal, so I went right back up for another bowl. And Cinnamon Toast Crunch is overrated in my opinion, so I got these Oat Crunch Cheerios, which were actually phenomenal, along with another muffin and then a lemon poppy seed scone, I think it was, which was absolutely mind-blowingly delicious. I grabbed a coffee for the road and went crazy with all these creamer options and an apple for health. And that apple was actually so good that I turned right around and grabbed another one, along with another coffee. Bro just pulled a whole Frosty out of the mini fridge. Y'all like my shirt? Strawberry Pop-Tart Frosty? That's peak. 8.5 out of 10. Eating a day-old Frosty after that big breakfast is crazy work. Now let's go eat lunch. But what's better than 2 coffees and 2 apples? 3 coffees and 3 apples. We then left the hotel and headed to the wedding venue where they had Jimmy John's for lunch, along with some yummy snackies and potato chips. And it was low-key a nifty little cabin. So I cracked open a White Monster to get in the mood. Just some basic turkey, ham, mayo, and veggie sandwiches, but they're absolutely phenomenal. And somehow Jimmy John's be packing 300 calories in a single bag of chips. 10 out of 10 lunch, finished off with 3 of these little yummy snack containers. Trail mix with candy corn, some sort of gummy raspberries, and M&Ms. Just a regular lunch. Just kidding, I went right back for round 2 and basically copy and pasted the exact same meal. Got dressed for the wedding while polishing off a ton more of those little trail mix cups. Sugar-free Red Bull for the bus, and then fast forward 2 hours to the reception where I started with a Diet Coke and then tucked into some appetizers. This tomato soup with the mini grilled cheese sandwiches was low-key taking me to food heaven. And I even got some vegetables with hummus along with some barbecue meatballs, some meat roll-ups, and some cheese. Wedding dinner served pomegranate bacon salad, the best roll I've ever eaten in my life, and these delicious chocolates, plus another roll from somebody else. Gluten-free, folks, I tell you. Entree was beef short ribs with a tart cherry glaze, smoked potato puree, and honey carrots. Yeah, that honestly speaks for itself. And then it's time for dessert of all these different flavored cupcakes. And this little guy was a chocolate chip cookie cupcake. It literally had me mind-boggled at how good it was. Caramel candy to hold me over on my walk back to the dessert table to get this chocolate cupcake with a gold nugget on top. And then went right back for another cupcake. Traveled over to the dance floor where they conveniently had Domino's pizza. Quickly made it a goal of mine to eat an entire pizza before the night was over. Each flavor was sausage and pepperoni. Needed some more salt, so I had another bag of Jimmy John's chips before going back for more pizza. That was sarcasm, by the way. And don't worry, guys. I was dancing all the calories off. I definitely was not, but I managed 5 slices before taking a sweet break of this chocolate chip cookie cupcake, and then went back for a 6th slice, and then another cupcake. And that's gonna do it, guys. Just kidding. Back at the hotel, I seen there was some leftover Jimmy John sandwiches. I love how my chins just keep growing throughout the day, so I polished off another sandwich. But you gotta finish off with dessert, so I had this thick-ass sugar cookie, and I only had half, guys. It's because that's all there was. Okay, jokes aside, I'm done now. Psych, copy and paste, just like lunch, another sandwich, plus another cookie dessert. And with my estimated but precise calorie tracking skills, this came out to just over 13,000 calories on this day, and here's the food baby to show. I was really planning to call it quits after this, but I can just never say no to a free hotel breakfast. So Sunday morning, here I am back at the breakfast buffet. Got myself a bowl of oatmeal with a bunch of mix-ins and doused it in syrup because it was low-key nasty. But not as nasty as these fried eggs. I didn't know a fried egg could taste so bad. Biscuit and gravy, which is low-key delicious, and some French toast. Cup of orange juice, and once you get me started, I just keep going, so I fix myself up a healthy breakfast number 2 for the road. Situated in my backseat, ready to feast, but this leftover wedding cake was calling my name. Lucky I was too full to house the whole thing, so I opted for a Fresca instead. I don't like spice, but Cholula is a goated hot sauce, so I had it on my hard-boiled eggs. Trying to hold my phone to record while stirring this yogurt in a bumpy vehicle was low-key tough, and somehow a Snapchat filter got over my video. Yogurt is such a goated food, by the way, and then another apple for health. Arriving home, and I think that is truly going to do it. Physique officially wrecked, and the post-challenge weight was 196.4. And you might be thinking, how in the world are you going to recover from this? And the answer is, yep, right to cardio. Psych! I grabbed some chocolates, waddled into bed, and took a nap. All jokes aside, guys, food is nothing to ever be feared. And if you're at a wedding, don't go as crazy as me, but definitely enjoy yourself because it's not going to make a difference in the long run. Just go back to your healthy habits afterwards and you'll be back on track in no time. And yeah, I had nothing more to show, so here's my naked body getting out of bed.